Hey everyone, welcome to the Neurospicy Mama. So if you've been around for a long time, this channel was formerly known as DittDott. And I wanted to pop on here today to talk a little bit about the changes. There won't be that many, and explain why I am going in a new direction. I've always loved the name DittDott. It has personal meaning to me, but it really didn't convey exactly what my channel was about. When I started my channel almost 2 years ago, I was just excited to be on the platform. I had a desire to teach people how to cook, but even more than that, I wanted to just connect. I love teaching and I love talking to other people, and I didn't have a very clear idea of where or how I wanted to use my channel. I just knew that I wanted to explore and do something new. I also love doing product review videos, and I love sharing when I have a product in my house that makes a difference for me. I'm just so excited to tell it about it to other people. And I know that product reviews and cooking don't always necessarily go together, but you know what? It's YouTube, and sometimes you can do funny things like that. But let me explain, why did I decide last night on a whim to switch to the Neurospicy Mama? So a couple of months ago, I got diagnosed with autism and ADHD. I also have some other neurodivergencies called aphantasia and a rare memory disorder called SDAM. So that puts me very clearly in the neurodivergent mind space. I am so very happy for my diagnosis. There were an entire generation of women who missed getting diagnosed with autism, and you're going to see more and more and more of us pop up. But that's a issue for a whole nother day. With this late diagnosis, it was just literally life-changing. Like the last couple of months, I have been reevaluating just basically every single thing that I know about myself. I did go into so much more detail about this on my neurodivergent channel. I am mind blind, so if you're interested in that kind of content, follow me on here. This channel will mostly still be about cooking and product reviews. One very, very, very important thing in the neurodivergent community is food sensory issues. I also have kids that are autistic and ADHD, and they have always had food sensory issues. I've always tried to avoid the term picky eaters because I didn't want to saddle them with that kind of connotation, but they definitely, ever since birth, showed struggles around certain food textures and tastes. With all three of us getting diagnosed, it became very clear they were not picky eaters. They literally have sensitivities in their brain that tell them certain foods are not safe, dangerous. These are warning things that happen in neurodivergent brains that make it so that a lot of neurodivergent autistic people have trouble and literally cannot eat certain foods. Another really cool, interesting thing about autism is that a lot of times people can be hyper or hypo something. So for instance, if you can see on a lot of my food content, am hyper. I'm a seeker of textures and spices and flavors. I seek out these sensory experiences in my mouth. But my kids are hypo. They really, really want bland, simple foods. So going forward, I really want to highlight how I make accommodations when I'm cooking. I never cook with recipes. That's not going to change. I still want to show y'all all the different things that I love to cook and explore recipes and cookbooks and things like that. But I am going to highlight more often the thing that has been in the background that y'all have not seen on camera about how I actually make changes pretty much to every single meal to accommodate the food sensory issues of my family. I used to do this more subtly and without realizing it was just a natural accommodation I made for my kids, because these are the things that I do that are very easy. They might require one extra or two extra dishes that get dirty. They don't really take any extra time, but that way we can spend time around our dinner table talking about fun, exciting things that we're up to in life instead of having food battles, food struggles, and talking about how gross or spicy certain foods are. I think this kind of content is going to be extremely helpful for lots of different moms, even if their kids aren't autistic, because a lot of kids go through phases of their taste buds changing. And, sometimes at the dinner table, making changes around the food is just better because we want to work on a healthy relationship for food. With food, we don't want to create food trauma. So, one last thing, I am not a medical professional. I am not an occupational food therapist. I'm just a mom with lots of experience that wants to share my tips and tricks. There won't be that much change to the content. It's still going to be food and product reviews, but it's just going to have a little bit more of a neurodivergent friendly spin to it. So, I really do hope that y'all stick around. Any videos basically before January 2023, all are going to say DittDott. But going forward, we're now the Neurospicy Mama, and I'm so glad to have you with me on this journey. Thank you so much for your support. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit subscribe for more fun content. Thank you guys.